At a wedding, the groomsmen secretly hated the bride. Why? Because before she got engaged, she dated him and dumped him in the most humiliating way possible. Fast forward to the big day, the bride walks down the aisle, glowing. The groomsman stands beside the groom with a smile so fake it could have been photoshopped. When it's time for the any objections moment, the groomsman clears his throat. But instead of objecting, he calmly pulls out a slideshow clicker. Suddenly, the big screen lights up with the bride's greatest hits videos and screenshots of her texts trashing the groom, plus a few very personal selfies she once sent him. The crowd gasps. The groom looks like he's been hit by a bus. The bride tries to scream, it's fake. But the groomsman casually sips champagne and says, "Fake, sweetheart, you're standing next to the original photographer." The ceremony ends not with vows but with vows of revenge fulfilled. And the groomsman left it by tossing the bouquet into the trash.
There was one manager, Mr. Raj, who believed the parking lot belonged only to him. He'd always slide his shiny SUV across the spots, forcing everyone else to park on the street. One day Meera, a soft-spoken HR executive, had enough. She noticed Mr. Raj's car was left there for hours, untouched. The next morning she arrived early. Instead of confronting him, she parked her tiny hatchback so close to the left side of his SUV that even a mouse couldn't squeeze in. Then she asked her teammate with a delivery van to tuck in tight on the right. By lunch, Mr. Raj stormed into the office, red-faced. He had his keys but nowhere into his own car. He tried climbing in through the trunk, but the office windows were full of colleagues watching, recording and laughing. When he finally reached Meera, fuming, she just smiled and said, "Maybe next time, sir. One spot will be enough for all of us." From that day, Mr. Raj's SUV was always neatly parked right between the lines.
Apartment, Arjun had one big problem, his roommate Karen. Karen was a serial shirt thief. Expensive, branded, freshly ironed. If Arjun left it in the cupboard, it would magically appear on Karen's back the next day. Every time Arjun confronted him, Karen would laugh and say, "Relax bro, sharing is caring." One weekend, Arjun decided sharing would hurt. He soaked one of his best-looking white shirts in water, mixed with invisible chili oil extract, ironed it crisp and hung it neatly in the cupboard. On Monday morning, as expected, Karen walked out proudly wearing it, showing off in front of colleagues. For the first 10 minutes, he was the star. But soon, he started scratching his chest, then his arms, then almost ripping the shirt off while sweating buckets. The office burst into laughter. When Karen confronted him later, Arjun just sipped his tea and said, "Caring is sharing, right? I shared the spice." From that day, Arjun's shirt stayed untouched.